Well, I keep putting it off because I'm getting a little bored of this car, but picked up some bits, so I think I'm going to well, we'll see where we go. I picked up a little bit of material to do the seats, but I don't have any foam, so I got to figure out a way to fix these up a little bit, especially this one. It's pretty bunk where I'm sitting. Might check my parts car because maybe my seat bottom's better on it. I'm not sure. And the back isn't too bad. I think that'll all kind of just work. I know I have in the trunk here, it's all this random like insulation for the bottom, for the floor. So I'm gonna put that back in. I did pick up some carpet. It's like an indoor outdoor. So I'll try to set that up in there. I might have to do some sewing to get it around the hump there. So I'll do that so at least it fits nice. And yeah, I'll have to do door panels and all that jazz after, but I do have the panels this guy made, so I'll be able to just cover them. But for now, I guess I'll get this all cleaned out. And I'll just start with getting a floor in the car. So, I know I said I wasn't going to use this carpet, but it's got a nice rubber back on it, and I'm just going for maximum insulation, so it's pretty thick. So I was going to put it down, then I'll put my carpet over top of it. Yeah, just keep everything as warm as I can. Being she's probably not the most efficient thing in the winter. Although I do have to change that heater yet. I do dig that heater, but I'm pretty sure I need a little more heat than that thing. Thing is super awesome. Anyways, so we got this in, so now I'm going to start figuring out the other carpet, how I can make it work with this car. The back should be pretty okay, but I think the front I'm just going to have to sew just so it looks pretty. The back I can probably just do a straight hump and call it a day. I gotta make some new sills. Those don't work very good. Probably due to the being about an inch worth of carpet in here now. Padding and stuff. I'm gonna screw them down. See if that works. It's got my seat frame in. Carpet's in. Don't look too bad. Good enough for what it is. I think I have some kind of a cover for that thing because this thing's kind of wobbly and weird. I think it's like a floor shifter from, if I understand right, I think somebody had commented saying they knew this feller and he'd used like a Dodge Aspen or something, so I think that's where the motor and trans and the rear end, probably the shifter, maybe the heater core, who knows, all came from. I think it was an Aspen, they said. I'm not sure. But either way, I got to put a boot on that thing or some kind of thing because this thing shouldn't be sitting all weird like that. I think it should be sitting straight up. Shouldn't sit like that. See how it sits over? Should be like that. So I'll see what I got. I think I have something in the shed there. But the carpet's in there. I have carpet in the back. I'm just going to dig around on my parts cars just to see if I have a better seat. Because the other one's not too bad. If I can just do some work to the bottom, seat bottom and make some covers for it, it'll be good. This is the back seat. So it's got some good springs, but it's got nothing else. So it's either that or I'm going to go dumpster diving and see if I can find an old couch or something and then rip the cushions out of it. This is the bottom, which not terrible. At least the cushion's there. So I can work with that. I don't sit on it, so it's not too important to me. As long as it's not too terrible to sit on, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'm going to go have a look at my parts car like this and see what's in it for a seat. So I don't think I have any other. So I got my seats. This one I should be able to recover. I'm going to look for some foam in some crappy seats out back. The kids got a whole bunch of scrap cars back there. So I'm going to see if anything has some good foam in it that I can put onto this seat. If it's anywhere in the vicinity of 54 inches that I can shave and try to make fit. Like I say, that bottom looks like I can make something out of that. Just put a blanket over it. Which reminds me, I probably have to get some blankets. But anyways, we'll figure it out. Let's go shopping. These Dodge truck seats seem to have the nicest cushions in them. Ugh, that's crap. Look at that stuff. Oh, there's a nice piece of foam. Have a look at what my bounty was. Ugh. That's a random junk stuck to my feet. Alright. Well, the one win was I found some satellite radio stuff. That's kind of cool. So, let's see here. So my seat bottom's a little meh. And this is, that's pretty close. Pretty close. Well, it looks like that tucks into the back, so this might actually work. That might work. Then this other one might work for the upper on the back seat. So mental note, the seat bottoms on the Dodges are pretty nice. So well, I think that'll work okay. It's not great, but it's better than what was there. So I'm imagining that's behind the seat and then this one pushes up against it. Or does it go over it? I don't know now. I can always figure something out there. Again, I don't really sit there, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, so then the lumpy bit over there, my plan was to take one of these, because they got a slight little bit of foam, and kind of suave it around there, and then I can cover it, and it takes rid of the lumpy bits. So I think that'll work. Alright, so here is my game plan. I don't know where I'm sitting, but I'm kind of guessing by the worn outness here that this is about where we're going to be. So, see, I'm putting heated seats in here. So I picked up a set of these off Amazon. So I'm going to glue these in here. I think it comes with two-way tape, so I'll see how that works. But roughly, I'm just going to stick that there. And then I'm going to glue my cover on top, my new slip cover. And judging by the seats, there's really nothing fancy. I could sew it, but it's not that fancy here. I'm just going to wrap around and then hog ring this sucker all together. And call it a day. Because it's not terrible. But I am just putting one of these. The plan is doing this. And then grabbing one of these. Don't know which one yet. Putting it over the works. And you see, it's just going to cover up pretty much everything. I'll trim these up. I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm going to wrap it all. See how the new layer of foam fits, which is actually pretty good. Covers that up not bad. So the back seat here is okay, you know, a little lumpy, but it's okay. And we got some nice seat warmers in there, so we got to do a butt warmer as well. Seems okay. Yeah, I sit okay in here. Visibility is like typical chop car problems, so not too bad. Traffic lights, get a little viewer light, will be good. See if you can see my view. It's right, usually that feels about that. That feels about right. So I can see there good. Anything up here I don't see very well. Well, being that everything else is gray in the car, this looks better than it did. It's there's no real effort put into it. I didn't sew anything really. I sewed nothing. It's just pulled and clamped together. Yeah, what was I using? So essentially it was just some material I got from a fabric store, and then I just have a bag of these they call them hog rings. I don't know what this bag is saying, whatever it is, but all you have is a plier. Looks like that. You stick your hog ring in it, and then basically I was just mashing my material around the steel frame inside. So let me flip this seat over, see what the heck's going on here. Essentially, I was mashing my material over and bunching it up on the other side, and then just crimping it. So that kind of holds your material in place. I was holding it over and rolling it around just so I had a lot of meat to grab onto. The proper way is you should have some edging or a wire or something sewn into the edge. But for a beater, it'll be fine. I don't think it'll tear the material or anything. The back of the seat's still cruddy, but me, whatever. Again, the purpose of the car is, it's just going to be nicer than it was. That's all. If a guy really wants to finish this car, they can throw a nice interior and all that stuff in it. Not I. I just want to drive it. Seat feels good. Plus, once I wire up all my controls, I have lower back and butt control. I got high and low. This is my heated seats. My butt's warm. My brain thinks I'm warmer than it is out. Yeah, it's sitting a little higher than I normally do, but yeah, it's all good. It's a big seat. Pretty well padded seat now. So the back seat is in. The armrest kind of was, man, it didn't work out the way I wanted, but that's all right. But at least we got a back seat. Front seat's done, back seat. Now I'm going to try to figure out, see if I can glue a headliner in this thing or something. Figure out if I can do something, or just leave it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get that peel and stick insulation, like that ice and water shield stuff. I might throw some of that up there. But I'll probably do a finishing edge over top of there, 'cause I still got some of this material left, so I'll just do a stripe across the top. So, well, I'll measure that up and figure something out there yet. Okay, it's not perfectly straight, but you can see that, let me brighten this up a little bit. You can see what I did for the headliner. I just glued in a Mexican blanket that was in the car, and of course, the longer you work with contact cement, you can see my progress started well, and as I was working in the glue, I get a little worse and worse but whatever. It's nice. Finishes it up. Kind of makes it whatever. I don't know. It's not a steel roof. On the other side, you can see I've started cutting. It's that coroplast stuff. So I'm just making a filler. I'm going to do another one over in this corner here yet. And for this post, I'm going to make something. All it is signboard. Somebody gave me a bunch of old signs. So it looks like this. This was, I don't know, a sign for something, but it's that, I think it's called coroplast if I'm right. Anyways, this is my other piece for the other side. This is going to be that post. I was going to wrap it, but it doesn't look too bad white, so I might just leave it for now. I can always take it off and rewrap it with something. But yeah, so I'm going to cut this out, cut that one out, make another one. Get those pieces in, and then I'll make up, there's that back piece, I want to make one by the back door into the window, just to clean the inside of the car up. So yeah, I'll cut all this stuff right away and I'll stab it in the car and show you what it looks like. I have to tuck something in here yet, I'm not sure. I don't know, I guess I'll just leave it for now. I could wrap that all with vinyl, but meh. It's good enough for now. Because the Mexican blanket doesn't really go to the edge, and it just hides all the ugliness that was there. Whether it looks better or not, I'm not sure. Looks better than the ugly ledge though, so. What else do I gotta do here? Door panels. So that's next on the slate. I have all the other panels, and those I might wrap in some material. But yeah, I don't know, that might be where I'm at for tonight. We'll see. My interior is not too hogey. It's a little tight on the roof. Oh yeah, we can just about fit a fist over my head. So that's not bad. So it's kind of my view inside here. Not terrible. Looks better than the alternative, so. Again, a little bit of insulation on the roof, so that's kind of nice. A little's better than nothing. Alright, so let's get to these door panels. I was gonna cover these in vinyl instead of this painted thing, but I don't have enough vinyl. And I don't have enough of the other material. So I'm kind of hooped. I'm gonna have to pick some vinyl up somewhere. Maybe this weekend. Yeah. So I'm not sure. It kind of leaves me at where I'm at right now. Yeah, I wanted to get the door panels done, then at least the interior's done-ish. I'd like to do that for you guys this one video, but I guess we'll have to finish up the little bits on the next one. Because I gotta go hunt around for parts. So I picked up a bunch of vinyl. Wasn't cheap. Vinyl never is cheap around here. Darn, I should have went with darker. Anyways, it sort of matches the inside. We're going with it. That's all I got. So the process now is I bought a bunch of foam, so I'm just going to glue some foam to the top of these, cut the vinyl, and staple it to the back, and then I can screw it onto the car. So I'm just about finishing up my door panels. They're nothing fancy, but they look nicer than the boards. Like they're padded. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. The car looks a little nicer than it was. I'm just rummaging around trying to find some handles. This one turned out a little weird, but whatever. You can't see that when the door's closed. See, look at that, fixed. So yeah, we got door panels, we got the garnish moldings in. I still got to do something up on the front before I put in that inner window garnish molding on the inside there. I'm still not feeling that. I'm probably just going to leave that for now. I can always put more, wrap that stuff up at a later time. But it definitely has some sound deadening inside here now. So cool. So it doesn't look like I got too much left to do. We got our handles, window cranks, door panels. Again, I still got to work on those sill plates. Front garnish molding and this header panel. Do something to cover this up. And then I just remembered I have to make a latch for the trunk, because there's nothing there right now. I'm just going to do a modern with a cable pull inside the car. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. I only have 3 of these caps. I can't find any of my other ones. Well, maybe I don't have any. You might have to put an ad up or do something. I think it looks good with these caps on. So how much did this glorious interior cost me? Well, I had to do 3 runs to the fabric store. I didn't buy enough of this material first time around. And then I bought some carpet. I didn't need any underlay because I just reused the stuff that came with the car. I didn't have to buy my headliner, my Mexican blanket. That came with the car. This stuff somebody gave me, so whatever, freebie. Like the door panels is the only foam that I bought. The stuff for the seats, how I fixed the seats up, was just a scrap car. I just cut some stuff out of there. But I think I bought 7 yards of this stuff. And it just, I have like lots left over, but just the way I had to use it, I couldn't use it widthwise. I had to go lengthwise, so you get like a lot of waste that way. And then the vinyl, I think I bought 4 yards, but I didn't quite need that. I only needed like 3. I'm terrible at judging this stuff. You figure I do enough of it, I would know that. But what else? I bought some contact cement. So like I think my bill was about 300. But when it was said and done, I think I was at about $300 or $350, basically to do the interior of the car. So in my head, that seems kind of high, but that's not. I know if you paid somebody to do it, it'd be crazy. But this is by far nothing fancy at all. It's just, I don't know. It's like it looks finished, I guess. I don't know. I'm perfectly happy with it. I didn't calculate their seat warmers. I think that cost me $50 or something like that on Amazon. So I still have to wire those up, but yeah. Like I say, just I'm happy with it. It could have been done a lot nicer, I guess. I don't know. For what it is, I think it's good. Usually if you drive this stuff in the winter, stuff just gets wrecked anyways, so I'm just gonna drive it and enjoy it. Still got some stuff left to, to finish here. I still gotta do that water pump, figure out a rad, my trunk latch, some exhaust, but slowly getting there. Figure out a heater yet, that shifter, just a lot of little stuff. But I think I take a little bit of a break. I was kind of struggling to get up to this. I guess when it gets a little closer, maybe in a couple weeks, I'll probably just start hammering down on this thing again. But yeah, we're just about there. Just about. I think this video is running on, so I think I'll cut it off here. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.